Hi there folks, welcome back to my channel, and for this video I've actually come into the city of Edinburgh. So this is Scotland's capital. At the moment I'm heading up towards the high street. I'm going to go for a wee wander around the city first, and I'll probably try and see as many sights as I can while I'm here. Not too sure how much I'll be able to get in while I'm here, because I'm only going to be here for the afternoon really. But I'll try and see what I can do. So again, if you enjoy my channel, if you enjoy my videos, then you can click on the subscribe button, then click on that notification bell, leave some likes, leave some comments. It's always really appreciated. And if you'd like to support the channel further, I will post a link to the channel's coffee.com page, PayPal account and a TikTok account in the description bar below, and to the pinned comment in the comment section. So with that out the road, I'm going to continue with my wander and try and show you what I can of Edinburgh. So this is me on the Royal Mile. The castle is all up in that direction, and you can see the crown for St Giles' Cathedral. And all the way down that way you will find Holyrood House, which is the King's main residence in Scotland, and Holyrood's the Scottish Parliament is down there as well, and you can get onto Arthur's Seat and Salisbury Craigs from down there as well. So definitely a lot to explore just on this one little stretch in Edinburgh. It's the main road through the town, and it essentially follows the spine of the Castle Craig, which starts down that direction and ends all the way up there with the castle. And this here is Cockburn Street, which just comes off the Royal Mile, and this is probably one of the more famous streets in Edinburgh. Because it is quite a picturesque one. And I also have Flesh Market Close coming off this one. And if I remember correctly, Flesh Market Close used to lead into a meat market, hence the name. And along the whole length of the Royal Mile you will find these little closes, which are essentially just really narrow enclosed alleyways. So if you're on the Royal Mile, you'll come to the City Chambers, which is this bit here, and you'll see over to one side that they've actually got the Mary King's Close, which is a tourist attraction. You can actually go in and see one of the old closes in Edinburgh that has actually been covered over and has now become part of Edinburgh's underground city, and is actually one of the tourist attractions in Edinburgh that I will always recommend. I've been on it a couple of times, and the tour guides are always really informative, really helpful, and you do learn a hell of a lot about the history of Edinburgh on that tour. Over there we've got Edinburgh's Market Cross, so it's got the unicorn on top of it, so many of them have, and it's right next to the hulking mass of St Giles' Cathedral. Today is Sunday. I'm not too sure if I'll actually be able to get inside the cathedral. I have to come back for that one. But from what I've seen of it online and at photos and that, it does look spectacular inside. And does have historical connections to John Knox, the Scottish reformer. So that's the front of St Giles's. And there is a sign at the front door saying that the cathedral is open for visitors from 1 o'clock. So I'm going to probably head up to the castle and try and see if I can come back down and go to the cathedral on my way back down the Royal Mile. And this here is the heart of Midlothian. I've heard a story that the locals are supposed to spit on this or something, I don't know. I've never actually seen him to do that. I knew I could see the French tricolour. That's the French consulate, which is just across the square from St Giles's. And across there you'll see the Deacon Brodie pub. And Deacon Brodie was quite an upstanding member of Edinburgh Society. He was a lockmaker, if I'm not mistaken. And so a lot of people from the Edinburgh area, especially those who are a bit more well-to-do, would get Deacon Brodie to come in and fit their locks for them, so they wouldn't get robbed. But Deacon Brodie, knowing the locks, would later go in and rob them, because he knew how to break those locks. And so essentially it'll end up leading something of a double life. And I think he's actually one of the main inspirations or influences for the novel The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. And just across the road from the Deacon Brodie pub is Deacon's House Cafe, which is actually in the building of Deacon Brodie's house. Oh, his workshop. So that's where the cafe is now. It's actually how where he left was now used as a thistle room. So that's Brodie's close, which leads to the cafe, and what was Deacon Brodie's house. And it now has a obligatory statue of Bonnie Prince Charlie outside. If you want to have photos taken with it. If you want to get a bus tour, you can get one of these buses here. I think you also have the red buses, like the ones that you get in Glasgow. But this one is one of the ones that take you around the city itself and show you as much of the city as you can. This is me just coming up to the castle. Do a separate video for this. And if you ever go up to the castle, you can also stop off at the Witchery restaurant, which is just at Boswell's Court. And I've actually heard quite a lot of good things about them. But get myself up to the castle. And you can see that building down there. This looks like it's got a lighthouse on top of it. That's the Edinburgh Camera Obscura. I don't think I'll be able to get in there today. I know I will have to come back to Edinburgh and shoot even more videos, because there's loads to see in Edinburgh, lots to explore, and you certainly cannot do it all in one trip. So I think the camera obscura will be something for my next one. Yeah, so that's me finished exploring the castle. I'm just going to walk back down the high street, back down the Royal Mile, and try and see what else I can show you. And hopefully on my way back down I'll be able to get into St Giles's as well. And I'm actually thinking that I might keep my Edinburgh Castle video for when my channel reaches 3,000 subscribers. So if you're wanting to see that video, please subscribe, because the quicker the channel gets to 3,000 subscribers, the quicker I can upload that video. But again, there's still loads to see in Edinburgh, and I really need to get moving. If you do enjoy your whisky, there's definitely plenty of wee places like this in the town centre where you can go and learn about whisky and learn about the history of it. So I'm actually thinking I'll go in there and shoot a little separate video for this one. Yeah, I went in and had a quick wee nosy, and they don't allow filming or photography in the experience itself, so didn't really want to go in and like annoy them or anything. But definitely somewhere that you can stop off at and have a tour of if you're into your whiskey. And yeah, so I'm going to keep going down the high street, the Royal Mile, and try and see what else I can find. This is Gladstone's land. This is kind of right on the Royal Mile. And it's owned by the National Trust for Scotland. So if you're wanting to go into Gladstone's land, that's how much it is. And I'll probably plan to go in there on my next visit. So that's the good tours you can get. And if you're looking for a tour, sometimes you will be able to get tours from the Market Cross itself with a company called Market Tours. So they do history walks and ghost tours. So they've got, I think, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and they've got YouTube. So I might have to try and see if I can look them up as well. It's always good to get tours when you're in somewhere like Edinburgh. And one thing that you'll probably also notice about Edinburgh as well, if you're here, that if you're up in the high street, you probably will always get somebody out busking, like singing or performing some sort. Always a good place to stop off at if you're looking for somewhere to go to. Yeah, so I'm trying to head down the other part of the high street now, the Royal Mile, and again, this is really only a snapshot of Edinburgh. I'm not going to be able to show you the whole thing in one go, because Edinburgh is one of those places that does have so much to offer, and there's so much going on, there's so many different things, and it's one of those places that it's definitely bigger than people realise it is. Okay, it may not be the sprawling metropolis of somewhere like LA, but it's one of those good places that there's just like so much to see, so much to do, that this really is, as I was saying, only a teeny snapshot of what there is. And with this one I'm pretty much focusing on the high street, on the Royal Mile, and I also even take into account what you can see in the new town as well, or elsewhere in the old town. And so it's one of those good places that if you are coming to visit, don't think you can see the whole of Edinburgh in one day. You probably would need a good few days just to see the majority of it. So I'm going to keep walking about and try and see what else I can find, and try and see what else I can show you. Yeah, Edinburgh is also home to the Museum of Childhood, but unfortunately I think it is actually closed at the moment. I think they're doing a lot of maintenance on it just now. They don't have a date yet for when they're reopening, but definitely something that I'll keep an eye on, so I can come along and visit when they do reopen. That building there is called John Knox House. So it obviously has a connection to John Knox himself. Go over and to see if I can have a wee nosy. And that there, ladies and gentlemen, is the World's End pub. It's pretty much right in the spot where the old medieval Edinburgh Wall once stood. So this would have marked the edge of a lot of people's worlds. And because a lot of people back in the medieval period probably didn't really move away from where they grew up. So the medieval wall of Edinburgh would have been a lot of people's world's end. But they do have a wee bit of history on the wall about the name, so I will pop over and have a look at that. And unfortunately this pub's also associated with a couple of murders as well, so it's got a long history and quite a morbid one as well. So these brass markings on the road mark where the gate through the Flodden Wall was. So pretty much the the foundation of the pub on that side, on St Mary's Street, is where the wall was. And you can just see Carlton Hill over there, where the obelisk is. As another vantage point where you can see quite good views of the city. Yeah, as you can see, we are starting to lose the light now. So I'll probably have to head back up to the train station soon. Because I do have work tomorrow. Don't want to be staying out too late. But I can always come back and film even more videos here in Edinburgh. Because still have a lot more to see. And down the bottom of this road, there is Holyrood House, and there's the Parliament as well, and there's also Arthur's Seat, which I do want to go and explore. So with me losing the light now, I'm going to start heading back up and head back up towards the train station. And again, this video really is just a taster of what you can see in Edinburgh and what you can see on the Royal Mile. And yeah, hopefully I will be back in Edinburgh sooner rather than later, so I can explore the city even more and show you even more of what's going on. And yeah, Edinburgh is one of those places that it does pack heavily into a fairly small area, and you can see why as a city it is really popular with tourists, it's popular with people coming and visiting, it's popular with the students who go to the university, especially when the university does have connections to names like Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. So I'm gonna call it a day today. Again, hopefully I will be back. Hopefully you will all have enjoyed this video. Hopefully you will all find Edinburgh intriguing, even though this is just a tip and taster. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.